So OneLake is a way how Fabric stores data differently. Traditionally, if we look at tools, we might say we copy data maybe into databases. So the top is a source. We might get data from Excel files or from the internet. We copy it into a database, which is the next step. And the third step, which is the small database, we often make things called data marts. And these are really just subsections of the big data warehouse. We might have a data warehouse with all the company's data. And finance might have a specialized unit. So they have a data mart. So the data is copied over. Then the data is imported into Power BI. So we can see the last step is copied into a Power BI data set. And then we have this flow. We also might use this flow, which is a data lake, right? Where we dump everything into a data lake, do medallion architecture to copy data across, and then import it into Power BI. But often we use things like Azure Data Lake Storage and Databricks for this layer. Often though as well, we'll also have a data mart on top. It's the same thing, right? We might have a really big data lake and we want specialized units. In reality, in bigger companies, they'll often do this, where they'll have both data lakes and data warehouses, both used for different purposes, both still have good purposes, both still needed, because one might be for data science, one might be for transactions, and there are lots of data marts. You'll notice though, every red square, this is the same data copied, right? Because the same data might end up in a data lake and a data warehouse. Things like customers will probably need them both. The data is copied again into different databases, into data marts, and copied into Power BI. This is exact copies of the same data. So, what Fabric is we have these different tools at the bottom, right? We have Spark, we have Power BI, and we have SQL. And these are all different languages that can interact with data. The storage, though, is all Delta Lake. And the idea is that we're not copying data. So it all uses the same copy of the data. We have one file, or maybe a medallion architecture might have some copies of the data inside the Delta Lake, but that is the same files that each of the different tools use. So instead of copying the data from tool to tool to tool, all of the different languages use the same lake, this Delta Lake underneath the surface.